Hi, this is Diane McCrudden from Focus to Career, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to our new module that is based on the NACE Career Readiness Competencies called Am I Career Ready? So we are adding this new module. It should be completed by mid-July. However, we've had so many requests from our customers that are wondering what it looks like and sort of want to get a head start. So we've made this recording to give you that head start. So as you can see from the screen, the new module is going to be right at the top of our dashboard, and it's called Am I Career Ready? Coming up with this title, we've had to make a few adjustments. So we had a module that was called My Career Planning Readiness that we've changed the title just so that there's no confusion to My Career Planning Involvement. I actually think that this is a better title for it anyways, because that particular tool was to help gauge where the student was in their development of the career planning process. We also added a new title to this top section called Career Planning Foundations, because these three areas really are the foundations of how to make good decisions for oneself and become career ready. As I show you this new module, I do want you to please keep in mind that we're still building this, so the aesthetics part of the particular tool are not done yet. We need to put a new icon here. We're missing some text here, so just keep that in mind. We just want to show you what it looks like and how it's going to function. So students will click on a button that says Start Here to do and work on this module called Am I Career Ready? When they click on it, they'll then see what the 8 competencies are. So we give a little description that this comes from NACE, and here are the 8 competencies. If they click on the info button, they're going to see a description of the competency, and then it will say Start Here to begin the assessment. So each one of the 8 competencies are going to have their own set of 3 questions. First, we outline the competency. We give, again, that NACE description, and then to what degree do these statements describe you? There are 3 questions for each one that are based on this Likert scale, as you can see. We worked very hard to come up with awesome questions that are going to give students a good idea on what these descriptions all mean, and how it really describes them best. So they will go through each one of these. Again, here we have oral and written communications. We have teamwork and collaboration, digital technology, leadership skills, professionalism and work ethic, career management, and then finally global intercultural fluency. So once they finish that, they'll then see scores, and actually color is coming. It was here. I don't know what happened to it, but as we're going through building this, these are all going to be color-coded with these colors as you're seeing here. However, the yellow is changing to a more readable color. But those specific competencies that are highly developed will be in a dark green, and then going to a lighter, then yellow, then orange, and then not developed yet. On the next page, each one of the competencies will be highlighted again with feedback based on what their scores are. So this particular one are slightly developed. Now, as they scroll down the page, these top 3 areas that say suggestion 3, 1, and 2, what you can do is you can add your own suggestions on ways that you want your students to help build these different skills. And so the idea is that we want them to check off what they're going to do in order to help become more proficient at each skill. So you can add your own, and then they will see these various ones. And once they check it off, it grays out, and so it's sort of like checked off their list. You also will have the ability to add links with descriptions to 3 websites of your choice that you'd like to refer your student to for each one of the 8 areas of competencies. So a lot of customizable tools for you here. In addition, they also will be able to describe what they're doing or what they're working on to develop each one of the competencies. So they all will function the same way. We have the title of it, where they score, they can check off what they're doing, and write in text, you can add links, and they all will function the same exact way. So again, this needs a little tweaking, it needs to look a little better, different colors, different fonts, and things like that. Now, in the reporting side of the system, of course, it's going to be built into the portfolio, so the student will be able to just use that one if they'd like to. And this is what the report will look like for the student. Again, we have some colors coming that are not yet there. And for each one of the competencies, it will be those that they're working on, comments that they've put in, and actually we're adding whatever the text is for where developed they are, it will say it here as well. So, you know, if their oral and written skills are not yet developed, it will say not yet developed, and then all of everything that they've checked off will be there. So they will all function this way on the student side of the program. Now, of course, we've also added in the report to the individual report on a user. So again, if you come in, this is now what we're looking at is the administrative website where the reporting takes place. So when you look up a user, you'll be able to, I think there's just this one user in here, so I'm test all phases that's actually completed this one. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like in here. So actually, I did notice that we need to add it still to this general overall report. However, it's already in the portfolio. So am I career ready? And whoop, there are the colors on this side. So each one of these will be here for whatever the student plugged in. Then we'll also have an amazing aggregate report ready for you. So NACE competencies, I think we're going to probably change that to am I career ready, so everything is consistent. But what's going to happen here is that you'll be able to take your various groups, so running a full aggregate report. And again, we just have that one user that's used that particular one, but it will list all of the names of your students. So if you have 15 students, they'll all be in a list here. And then for each competency, and there's a little tweaking that needs to go on here. We need to shorten these titles because it just doesn't all fit in here, which is going to take place. But it's going to give you the scores. And actually on a webinar today, we decided that we're going to change it to the words as opposed to the score numbers. It's out of 100. So 20 points for each development stage. So not yet developed, it will say, you know, this is highly developed. This is not yet developed based on one of these scores that I'm seeing here. So the words will be used instead, and then you'll be able to sort it. So this will be a very, very helpful aggregate report, we think, that will assist you in your counseling. So these new modules and components of the Focus 2 system will be added to all of our customers' accounts. It's not going to be ready until probably mid-July. By the time that everything takes place, colors, we have to do some beta testing and make sure that there's no bugs in the system. But we will be sending emails out to everyone, all of our customers and all administrators, so that you know where we are in the process. And once it's on, you will have the ability to, if you don't want to have the competencies Am I Career Ready module on, you have the ability to turn it off, but it will come on in your system to begin with. Again, notifications will be sent out to all. So that's a little bit of what we've been working on over the past few months, and I hope that this is everything that you were hoping for it to be. We're very excited to launch it. Feel free to email or call us with questions and feedback to this new module. All right. Thanks so much and have a wonderful day.